One day, a humble countryman knocked firmly on the door of a monastery. When the gatekeeping monk answered, the man handed him a magnificent bunch of grapes. "Brother, these are the finest grapes my vineyard has ever produced," he said. "I have brought them as a gift." The monk smiled and responded, "Thank you. I will take them straight to the abbot. He will surely be delighted with your offering." But the farmer shook his head. "No, these are for you." The monk blushed. "For me? But I don't deserve such a fine gift." "Yes, you do," insisted the man. "Every time I knocked on this door, it was you who welcomed me. When a drought ruined my crops, you gave me bread and wine every day. Now, I hope these grapes bring you a little of the sun's warmth, the beauty of the rain, and the miracle of God, because He is the one who made them grow so perfectly." The monk held the grapes in his hands, mesmerized by their beauty. He spent the entire morning admiring them, feeling their significance. But then he thought of the abbot, the wise leader who had always encouraged him with kind words. "He deserves these more than I do," the monk reasoned. And so, he took the grapes to the abbot. The abbot was pleased with the gift, but as he looked at the luscious grapes, he recalled that there was a sick brother in the monastery. "I'll give these to him," he thought. "Perhaps they will bring him a little joy in his difficult days." The sick monk received the grapes with gratitude, touched by the thoughtful gesture. But as he looked at them, he thought of the cook, the one who had taken care of him for so long, preparing delicious meals with dedication. He should enjoy these, the sick monk decided. So, when the cook arrived with his meal, the sick monk handed him the grapes. "These are for you," he said. "You are always working with the gifts of nature. You will know exactly how to appreciate this one." The cook was amazed by the grapes' perfection. He turned to his assistant and said, "Look at these. Have you ever seen anything so flawless?" Then an idea struck him. "No one would appreciate these more than our monastery priest," he thought. "He is the one responsible for the Holy Sacrament, and many here consider him a truly holy man. He should be the one to receive this gift." So, the cook took the grapes to the priest, who was deeply moved by the gesture. The priest held the grapes for a long time, reflecting on their journey through so many hands. Then he smiled. He thought of the youngest novice in the monastery, a young man still learning to see God's work in the smallest details of life. He should have these, the priest decided. So, he handed the grapes to the novice and said, "Let these remind you that God's miracles are found in the simplest things." The novice was overjoyed. He had never seen such beautiful grapes before. And as he held them, a memory came rushing back. The day he first arrived at the monastery, nervous and uncertain. It was the gatekeeping monk who had welcomed him that day, the same monk who had first received the grapes. Just before nightfall, the novice walked to the gates and found the monk. "Brother," he said, handing him the grapes, "these are for you. You spend so much time here alone, but today I want you to enjoy this gift. May it bring you happiness." The monk looked at the grapes and smiled, realizing what had just happened. In life, what goes around truly comes around. The kindness we give always finds its way back to us. Every good deed, no matter how small, will return in ways we least expect. So, never stop doing good. You never know how far your kindness will travel before it finds its way back home.